Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me today. We have been on a series based on the koshas, which are the sheaths or layers of our being. I wanted to show you this little graph here. This is a depiction of the different layers, and you have the terms over here. We are on the third one right now, based on the mental sheath or mental layer of our being. Now, the first one was the Annamaya Kosha. It's all about the food body or the physical anatomy, what is tangible, what can be seen, what can be felt. The second one is Pranamaya Kosha, which is the breath body or the energetic layer of our being. This is what acupuncture and Reiki and different types of energy works with. We talked last week that breath, the sun, food were the portals to bring the energy into our system. And we know that energy is constantly and ever changing and fluctuating and flowing and being absorbed and exchanged. This week, it's the Manomaya Kosha. So it's the mental layer. This is becoming more and more subtle, as you can see. The outermost layer being the physical, the inner layer being the energetic, and inside that energetic layer being our thoughts, our thought body, our thought streams. It could be our daydreams. It could be the dreams when we're sleeping at night. It could be visions, what we envision for our future. It could be fantasy. It could be our ideology, our belief system, our opinions. Even emotion is part of this mental sheath, what we often refer to as just mind stuff. All right, so when we're practicing today, you'll find that at certain junctures, you may be focused on your physical alignment. You may be focused on physical sensation. There may be other times where you're completely inundated with your breath or invested in your breath. And there may be times where you're noticing and aware of the thoughts that are passing through the mind. And so yoga and meditation is supposed to be a mind-body practice. So we do want to notice those streams and rivers of thoughts as they pass through. Is it helpful? Is it hurtful? Is it useful? Is it useless? Is it positive? Is it negative? You know, just being in that question, and then rerouting and redirecting when we need to. And that's going to actually come up more next week. So I'm going to stop there with the Manomaya Kosha. Let's get ready to begin. I'm going to throw down my screen here a little bit so you can see. I want you to have one block on each side of the mat, and I will meet you there. Let's begin sitting. You can sit on a prop or you can just sit on the floor in a comfortable sitting position, however that translates to your body. Rest your hands on your lap, lift your heart, and close the eyes. And take a moment to notice the outermost layer, your food body. Perhaps the texture of the sticky mat beneath the feet. The bones feeling heavier in the pelvis as you root down, down, down. With your eyes closed, scanning your physical body to notice any feedback or messages being received. And then start to observe your breath. Moving now into the second layer. Remembering the Buddhists often say that the mind is like a wild and restless horse. And if we want to tame and train the mind, it requires taking the reins of the breath. With this practice today, you may want to ignite the Ujjayi breath. Noticing any thought streams. And perhaps observing as you deepen the flow of your breath, how the thoughts naturally begin to minimize. All of these sheets and layers have an influence or an impact on another. Physically working the body can affect the mind. Working in meditation can affect the body. Using the breath can help the physical form. Using the breath can help the mental realm. Now open the eyes and let's start moving. We're going to go ahead and stand at the top of the mat. We're going to root and ground the feet. We're going to get right into some sun salves, hands to prayer position at the heart. As you inhale, let the arms sweep up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive down to Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen out through the vertebrae. As you exhale, you're stepping down the mat and immediately dropping and hovering. As you inhale, rise to up dog. As you exhale, roll it back to down dog. Hold and breathe. So maybe at first, focusing on your form. Palms and feet pressing downward. Arms and legs lengthening. Hips on the rise as the head bows. And then forming that relationship with breath to move into the second layer. To have a positive influence on this third layer, the mind. Next, inhale, step the feet forward, rise up halfway. Exhale, bow out. Inhale to the top. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, roll back over the feet. Hold and breathe. So notice if you stay stuck in the outermost layer. And if it's all physical, move within. If you're not sure how to do that, let your breath guide you. That's the next layer that will take you to the deeper layers. Inhale up to the front. Exhale, let go. Inhale to the top. Exhale, Samasthiti. We're going to do one more A today. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, uplift. And exhale, drop and hover. Inhale, lift, elongate your neck out of the shoulders. And exhale, use your core to roll back. Typically in this practice, the eyes are open, but sometimes it's nice to close the eyes to cut off the visual stimuli around you. And sometimes that can help us to drop in to one of these deeper layers. Inhale, land the feet at the top of the mat. Come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, regular Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're moving on. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, sprout up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Now we're changing up our practice today. Instead of stepping to warrior one, we're stepping to warrior two. Right foot forward, back heel down. Come on up. Virabhadrasana 2. Hips are splayed open. Spine erect. Turning the gaze down to the right fingertips. Exhale, helicopter down. Step it back. Lower. Inhale to the stilts of the arms. And exhale, roll it back. Now inhale, left foot through. Back heel spins to the ground. Warrior 2. Sides of the body have equanimity. Arms outstretched, shoulder height. Dropping maybe a little deeper into that front thigh. Drishti down the front hand. Exhale. Come back to the flow. Pause in this third downward facing dog. How can we create more space in between each vertebra? How can we experience more space in the mind? The pose is helping to benefit that. Your conscious breath work will help to benefit that. Inhale, feet to the top. Exhale, bow out. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Changing it up. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, look and lengthen out through the vertebrae. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, big open heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps through, back heel lowers. We're going to come to side angle. So get that front thigh, 90-degree angle. Really plant your back foot. Sweep that left arm skyward. Fan the fingers on that top hand. And keep the head away from the bottom shoulder. Kick your left thigh bone back. Breathe. Exhale, spin out. Continue to flow. Once in down dog, left foot steps through. Left elbow props. Left thigh drops. Spin open to your right. Right thigh bone back. Fingers fan open in the top hand. Head stays balanced between the shoulders. Breathe. Exhale, release. Inhale back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhaling, invert. Five full breaths. That should be at least 2. Inhale to the front, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, shoot up. Exhale, reset. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, create some space. Exhale to Chaturanga. You can bounce back into that pose or you can step through plank first. Once you flow to the Vinyasa, right foot is established between the hands, the back heel lowers, and we're coming up to Warrior 2 again. Back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Using the diaphragm muscle from the pelvic floor as well as in the abdomen. This time when we come to side angle, we're taking the top arm over the ear, rinsing the shoulder, spiraling the pinky down, and plugging the back foot more firmly into the ground to feel that surge moving up through the left side. Becoming a fountain of boundless energy, power. Glance down, spin out, right foot plank. Continue on through the Vinyasa. We'll create that sequence to the left. So inhale, left foot forward, back heel down, starting out, Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. See if that arm can back out of your peripheral line of view. Glance down, spin out. Last Vinyasa for this flow. Holding this third downward facing dog in the mix. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. All right, we're doing one more suns out. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, drop and hover. Build that upper body strength. And then open your chest. Exhale, strengthen your core. Right foot steps through. Back heel drops down. Coming up. Same stance as the other standing poses, but now we're lifting the right arm. As we exhale, the hand's going to come to the inside of the foot, and we're going to stack the shoulders. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, remain. Exhale, exit that pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps through, back heel swirls down. Coming up, not holding Warrior 2, but rather taking the side warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Side warrior. Exhale, side angle. Make sure that front knee is pointed towards the center of the foot and it's not getting wibbly wobbly. Good, inhale one more. Exhale here. Inhale, remain. Exhale, spin out. Last vinyasa for now. Established in breath first here. Calm, center, and focus your mind. Inhale, feet to the top, lift halfway. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, we're gonna hop the feet apart, shoulders roll back. As we hinge, we're gonna do Padabusana today. First two fingers around each big toe. Elbows fly forward, head bows low. Keep lifting your seat and try to straighten your legs. Open the back side of the knees. And then release your hands, hands to the waist. Come on up. Feet together. All right, this is where we're gonna step to the right, feet apart. We're gonna rotate the right foot. Stretch out through the arms, reach out over the front leg. Windmill down, triangle. From triangle pose, we're gonna bring ourselves back up to stand. We're gonna lunge the right knee just a bit to offset the left foot. We're gonna square the hips. Open the chest, open your throat. Dig those feet into the floor. Slowly cascade over the front leg. Take your time. Squeeze the right hip in. We're going to reverse triangle next. If you need a block, stand your left hand on it, lengthen out through the vertebrae, and then spin to the right. Keep your back heel solidified to the floor. Exhale, bring the hand down, lunge the knee, slide your left toes back, rotate your right toes towards the corner of the mat, straighten out your left leg, and do a version of Skandasana. There's many variations here. Eventually coast over to the left knee as you lunge it, and instead of allowing that knee to collapse in, you're rolling it open. So that thigh is creating some distance between itself and your waist. Coast back over to the right. Back to the left. Once more to the right. Over to the left. Now we're going to meet in the middle here. So turn the feet parallel, walk your hands to the center, and release the crown of the head so it's facing down. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Hands slide forward, lift halfway up. Hands to the hips and come on to stand. Now, left foot's gonna rotate. Arms lift. Now, triangle. That left shoulder scooting forward, roll it back. Inhale, use the top hand to rise. Bend the front knee, offset the right foot, turn those toes in, tee off the hips. Open up the front body, and then release it down. A variation of pyramid pose. We're going to be working with some half lotuses today. That's one reason I was doing warrior twos and side angles in the sun sow mix, because that's going to help to prepare the hips for lotus. So grab your right block, or I should say the block, and place it under the right hand. Lift and lengthen out through the heart. Spiral to your left. Exhale, lower the left hand, come into that low lunge. That's what we did on the back side before Padabusana. And then just bring the foot forward. Lower down. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, so since we're going to build up to half lotus on the floor, let's go ahead and try it from standing. So if you broaden the base of your left foot, stack and stand solid on that side, pick up your right foot, take your hand to the underside of the heel, the other hand to the top of the foot from underneath. Turning the sole of the foot to face the chest, allowing the right knee to drop. And we're just going to use our right hand in half namaste today. Gaze at one spot and breathe. Release. All right, shifting your weight towards the right foot. Stack and stand on that leg in a solid way. Pick up your left. Cautiously spin it, stack it, and lower the left knee. Left hand to half namaste. Find your drishti. A drishti is another technique to help with this mental layer. The Manomaya Kosha. Concentrating on one placement focuses the mind. And release. All right, we're going to bring it back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flow. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. We're going to bring the right shin behind the hands. Extend the left leg back. We're going to work into the hips during the mix-up today. Fold forward and relax. At first, when you pour down, I know the sensation kind of hits right away, but that's the physical outermost layer. Let your breath chime in and tap into the second energetic layer. And then I'll give you some quiet time to notice if or what is occurring at the mental layer. Inhale, slowly come up. Lean to the right hip and bring that left leg in front of you, foot connecting to the inner thigh, Janu Shavasana. Push down through the left thigh, out through the left heel. Arms radiate up, and then crisscross the hands as you fold. Clasp a hold of the edges of the foot. Level out your shoulders. Look out with your eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist openly to the right. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind your back. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, left leg back. Hands plants. Exhale, curl the toes. Take downward facing dog. Inhale, left shin behind the hands. Slide the right leg back. And pour down. Surf through the 3 top layers. Physical, energetic, mental. Inhale, coming up. Lean on the left thigh. Right leg out in front. Arms radiate skyward. Exhale, crisscross the wrist. Fold over the front leg. If this strains the neck to look out, you can always look below towards the knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist left. And release. Lean to the left side. Switch that right leg back, plant the palms. If you want a full vinyasa, You can take it to plank. If you'd rather transition through down dog, take that position instead. Right shin's coming forward, and guess what? You get pigeon times too today, so you're folding back again. Notice how it's much easier on the second round to move to the deeper layers because the sensation doesn't abrupt right away. We've already been here, we've already warmed up to this, so now you can dive deeper. Inhale, slowly come up. Lean onto the right side. Left leg out. Take a hold of that right foot. Cross it over, half lotus. Right arm's going to circle behind the back. You may or may not be able to catch that foot. It's okay if you can't, but left arm on the rise. Exhale, fold. Now with the arm crossed behind the back, I actually enjoy dropping my head down here so I get a nice stretch for the neck. See how that is for you? Inhale up. Exhale, hand down to the bent knee. Right arm that was thread is now going to reach up. You are rotated and twisted to the right. And now we're going to add in a side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, slide your left foot under the right knee. Your other foot is in half lotus, and you're going to hinge and open the hips more here. You can stack to blocks, or you can stack to your forearms, and it's okay to collapse down. Inhale up. All right, let's see. We're going to take that right leg from the top. We're going to swirl it behind the back. Pigeon times 2 with the left leg in the lead. Let's pour down. Inhale, let's come up. Lean to that left side, bring the right leg in front. But we're going to take this to half lotus. So again, the underside of the foot, take it on top of your lap, towards the hip crease. Circle that left arm behind your back. Maybe the hand can grab the foot. Right arm lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Stack your right hand on the left knee. Free up the left arm. Stay spun to your left. And then curve over the straight leg. Inhaling up. Exhale, slide your right foot under your left knee. And take the hip opening pose. Inhale, slowly come up. Release both the legs. Hands behind your back, flip-flop the feet. Bounce the knees. All right, we're coming back into Lotus. I'm going to use it without my hands, but please know once we come to Lotus and we try to lift, just like I'm using the blocks under the hands to lift my buttocks here, you can do the same thing from Lotus. I'm just not going to demo that today. Right foot to left thigh. Scoop up the left foot, place it to the right thigh. And you can flex the feet to kind of lock the Lotus in place. The hands are coming alongside the thighs. You lean into the hands. You pull up from your hip flexors and contracting your core. And then you can lower. The hands are going to go to reverse namaste behind the back. And then we exhale, pour down. You can always bring a block underneath the head or stack some blocks under the head. If you can't, go all the way to the floor. And inhale, come up. All right, that's our practice for today. So if you would like a heart opening position for Shavasana, you can take your 2 blocks. Sorry, I'm so sniffly. Allergies are crazy right now. So it could look like this. You could also use, of course, a bolster. You know, and the bolster can go underneath your spine if you want more softness. Now, a mantra means a mind tool. It's a technique or a tool for the mind to go beyond our normal, everyday, habitual type thinking. I'm going to give you a simple mantra for today to work with in your relaxation. And it's called Aham Prima. Aham Prima. Aham Prima. And it means I am pure love, or I am divine love. And so you're going to use that mantra or this layer or this mental sheath. Aham prima. Aham prima. Aham prima. Aham prima. Aham prima. Aham prima. Let's begin to deepen the flow of our breath. So remember, these layers are encased around the soul. Aham Prima, I am pure love, I am divine love. That represents the essence or the soul. And so we realize, using that mantra, we can not only shut down the other ramblings of the mind, but we can remind ourselves that we are more than those other types of thoughts. We are pure love. Feel free to flip the palms down to sit straight up. We're going to move the blocks or bolster and roll back to the floor, hugging the knees in. Twisting the knees to the left and let your right arm open up. Inhale, knees pass through center. And then let the knees roll over to the right. And let your left arm hang open. And then from here, roll to your right side. Push down through your left hand. And come up to take a seat. Sitting tall, palms open on the lap. Hands to Anjali Mudra. Om, Om, Om. My soul recognizes your soul. The pure love within my heart bows and recognizes the pure love within your heart. Namaste.